Hey guys, Brian from Snowwalker Bushcraft, and today we are at the siege at Fort Number 4 in Charlestown, New Hampshire. So it's a small market fair. There's a reenactment of a battle that took place during the French and Indian War. So we're going to go in, we're going to walk around, show you the fort, and show you the settlers that are here. Don't go away.
I'm going to say the text, so I'll just talk to you while I get there. And we were just, Aaron and I were talking about all right.
Scottish guys that play bagpipes and bands. And yeah, everywhere you look, there's fire.
Fucking really.
We learned a little bit and played with it and tried it. We learned a lot, and we'll learn a lot, I'm sure, again in the next round. We're going to cook pie to start with. I have about 12 loaves of bread that I'm going to put in there.
While you're standing there, how much do you need to? Oh, I have one.
I didn't think we had any forks left.
There's a whole bundle of them.
I knew there was knives. Is that all you get?
Yeah, just two.
It's okay. It's called the Make Them Go Away special.
You know, I will not argue with them if you go away. I do enjoy it.
Good.
Yeah, it's going to be it'll be like probably 2 or 3 inches longer. Oh, okay. All right. What are you making? I'm going to make your leg and sleeves on it. They came down
So we're inside the fort now, and actually we're in a woodworking shop. And in a moment you're going to see where the shaving horse is and whatnot. And it's a typical reconstructed fort, and each corner there is per se a house or a craft or a trade that would make up the fort itself. Today what they're doing is they're going over French and Indian battle that took place here in New Hampshire. There's lots of French influence here, as well as English. A lot of Scottish regiments are actually here today. So we're going to try to get some of the battle in and pretty much go from there. So let me show you the woodworking shop. That would be the lookout tower, which was manned. They don't have blockhouses here on the corners, but they do have this one lookout post.
This is a better day today. Is she having a better day?
Thing that you may want to think about here is the poles and why there is such a gap here in between the poles. You're probably going to sit there and say to yourself, well, it doesn't make much sense. What are they going to keep out? It's certainly not going to stop a lot of musket balls. And if you're leaned right up against it, you run the chance of being shot. However, being up here in New Hampshire, they were very specifically put in, and this is historically accurate. And the reason being is that in the heavy snowfall in the wintertime, the snow would come through and it wouldn't accumulate on the other side of the wall, thereby, once it freezes, giving ramps from the enemy to climb up in and over the walls. So, pretty good. A little bit of smart thinking there. A little bit of Army Corps engineering right there for you. So here at Fort number 4, they have the usual things that you're going to see here. You know, they do have a display of a blacksmith, and that was the only art that was actually going on at the
Cleaned it up, but didn't think much of it because it wasn't much. About 3 days later, it started growing.
The French did a parlay with the natives, the Indians, at around 12:30 for today, and they were actually convincing the Indians to fight with them, of course, against the British. When we go into the battle, you're going to see different regiments that were from the neighboring townships here in Charlestown, as well as there was a contingent from New York State. There was also a contingent of Rogers Rangers that actually came down from Nova Scotia to actually participate in the reenactment. And we're going to show most of the reenactment here, at least get most of the really good shots that I could get while we're doing that. Music was in the air. They had a period band. Market fair that was going on as well. Some of the things that were there. There's a pottery girl that was here, Beltane Pottery, as a matter of fact, and she was nice enough to explain her craft.
Hi, I'm Catherine Hunt of Beltane Pottery Studio. I do Dutch Delftware, historical replicas. What I do is I throw all the pieces on the wheel and then I hand paint them with an underglaze, both blue and sometimes yellow. And after it's fired and it comes out of the kiln both times because it gets fired twice, it comes out like this over here. These pieces are based off of historical replicas that I do the research on, both at museum sites in the Northeast as well as in England. And sometimes I also go to Sotheby's and Christie's to find pieces that I know have been researched and have the origins have been confirmed. And that's what I do, and I love to do it. I love the hand painting, I love the throwing, and it takes a long time, but everybody seems to be really happy with the outcome. So if you would like to find out more or find out where to order these pieces, please go to my Facebook page at facebook.com/Beltane Pottery. That's BELTANE Pottery at the end of
And also Roger Rangers, we've got the Rangers. Ranger Robert Rogers from New Hampshire. Yeah, he was a great man. Cover is moving to the trees. They're not exposing themselves any more than they can. The Rangers are trying to kneel down and make themselves as small target as they can. Now the British are bringing up more reinforcements to help them. These are Canadian provincials. They're from the colony of Connecticut. They were raised by the colony of Connecticut.
My guys. My guys are out there. There's a string on it.
So these were people who lived in the colony and fought. The British are advancing north. Coming on here right now in the green are New York provincials from the colony of New York.
Yeah, am I in your way? No. Okay, great. Yeah, I've got to get pictures for the Facebook page, you know? It's of course
And that is one of the distinctions they have between their different colonies.
and you've got got rangers and rangers in the center and down there. I mean, 50 foot. There's also damn, I tripped off my camera. The French are fighting the British. And the guys, well, so they didn't know British or French. So the guys who just massacred were just whereas the 60s were Europeans who came over. 55th was very British, and behind them were the colonies way down there. Oh! So wait a minute, those guys are they're dressed as rangers, but they're French. Okay, that's interesting.
Make some distance. Thank you.
What to do? We're not moving over a big battle with the drums would be very important. Probably a company of 100 men with 10 drummers. Slowly but surely, the British started to switch the British.
Uh-oh. Look serious.
They're making you more red. They're making you even more red.
There's the Green Mountain Boys down there.
Well done volley by the French out there.
Son of a gun. They're taking the canteen full of whiskey. They're gonna counterattack that.
The officers are meeting in the center of the field to your left. Again, they're bowing to each other, offering gentlemanly courtesies. Remember the officer corps, whether it's from France, Britain, or the British colonies, or the aristocrats. They fought by a code of conduct. So they're offering pleasantries to each other. Sometimes they would exchange things after a battle. French sending bottles of wine over, the British sending some rum over. The officer corps, not the regular soldiers. So they're deciding whether they want to keep fighting on today, or have they taken enough casualties? Have they done what they wanted to? In the 18th century, it wasn't what we would consider total warfare, where you had to completely destroy your enemy. The idea was to push them away from where you wanted them to go. Drive them back, get where you wanted to go, control what you wanted. You didn't have to wipe out your opponent. If your opponent put up a good fight, you would offer them a chance to surrender or fight another day. If they surrendered, and they put up a good fight, you would offer them the honors of war. You would probably pardon them. The officer corps would be treated like aristocrats. The men would be pardoned with the understanding that they would not fight for 1 year. So they would go back to Britain or France or New England or Canada, and they would have to fight for 1 year. So it wasn't a matter of annihilating people. Now the native population didn't understand that. The natives fought for a total different reason.
Okay, all you dead
Native
people, get up
forces
now.
fought for one to prove their manhood, and so for a young warrior to prove himself, he had to go out to battle and show bravery. The dead may rise. And the other reason for it, in front of you. I'll give you a chance to look at the uniforms up close. And again, please do like the images.
So basically, we're going to bring our day to an end here at Fort Number 4 in New Hampshire. Again, this was a pretty good fort. It's a nice place. It's not one of the bigger events, but it is a nice event. It's nice. It's in the mountains. The Connecticut River flows right behind the fort in itself. You get a nice constant breeze. It was a good event, and I would recommend it. A couple things that you do have to keep in mind. One thing that you have to remember here, this is one of their safety rules. Unless you are with a contingent that is actually fighting in the reenactment, you can't bring your weapon. Okay. I don't agree with it. I'll be honest with you. I do not agree with it, and it's basically because I'm a responsible gun owner. If I come here and if you check my weapon and you make sure that I don't bring any ammunition or anything else, I'm not going to be firing that weapon. Okay? That's all I'm going to say about it. Other than that, I didn't have any qualms with this. I thought it was a great event, and I will probably come back here again next year. So anyway, this is Brian from Snowwalker Bushcraft and another episode of Shadows in the Forest. And until the next one, walk the woods.